the judge, like you cannot like focus too much on him, and they probably will not think that much about him. They actually have to think way too much about the mid player.
Yeah.
Because what's happening is like every game, Ramses is playing a hero that's like he just left there. It doesn't matter, and then no one is like absolutely crushing whoever he plays. Doesn't matter if he's playing against Wings, another team that destroys every mid player. They'll destroy him instead.
And kind of Jackie, talking to you on the kind of the mid level, Anna versus No One. How do you compare these two mids? What are the differences between these two guys?
I mean, it's not about the one-on-one per se. Like the difference is that like Anna is like one-on-one. He's probably weaker than No One, but he'll die a bit less. But the thing is like Drax is usually like helping Anna, right? And Drax is like really good helping him. But like the thing of VP is that they'll bring 4 heroes mid, so all of a sudden there's like way too much pressure on Anna to like dodge these ganks, and because of this pressure you end up losing a lot more last hits. And eventually if you die, you're gonna feel so bad because not only do you lose last hits, but now you died, and now No One has like a double, like 2x advantage on you, and you feel really, really bad. That's what happens every game. Anyway.
Yeah, this draft going really thick and fast, and pretty much as you guys were talking about, this is what you're expecting to see.
Shadow and Luna. This is the first time they're gonna use a strat in this tournament, I think. So
not sure why they picked OD so fast though.
yeah, that wasn't. They didn't even see the Luna. They just picked it.
Yeah.
Like they didn't even have time to react to the opener at all.
I think it has to. I don't think OD is necessarily good against these 2 heroes, but I think it might have to do with Evil Geniuses and how like they destroyed us with OD. And I think did they win that game? No, they did not win that game. But Sumail still went ham, right, with the OD.
Yeah.
And maybe now like Anna's like, yo, I want to play OD. And like that's actually enough to make someone draft for you because they banned Nyx as well.
OG maybe doesn't want to. It's also a hero VP plays very well, and maybe they just want to take it here. Or they don't want to have to ban it or leave it in the pool. They'd rather get some other heroes out of the game.
And banning out the Jerax Spirit there. We'll see what OG take out. Obviously, a VP worried about OG potentially just getting that Ogre Magi in this draft and having the Ogre Bat Ogre OD combos.
I don't think they're gonna take Ogre because. Solo plays the Shadow Demon and the Ogre, so...
I think OG's in the tickets, right?
Yeah. OG's more likely to have the Ogre.
I'm actually very surprised they banned Earth Spirits instead of Ogre Magi.
Like, if VP get Ogre, like, I feel like they're already going out of their comfort zone or something. Because, like, Lil is just not playing that hero, so...
He played it once, I think, but they're going to have, like, this Shadow Demon Ogre support duo.
Yeah, it doesn't
and
sound
all
that
they can really do is play through their Luna.
Yeah, they usually put solo on that. I have someone only plays like 2 heroes.
Yeah.
It's like Shadow Demon Ogre.
But I think if you're VP and you're looking at OG's heroes, I agree. I'm not sure why you'd ban Earth Spirit over Ogre.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I think Ogre's like, it's very scary. Even if he does nothing but Bloodlust this guy mid, and they Bloodlust this bat, it already makes both their heroes way more viable this game.
I wonder if they're gonna pick Chen. That's like usually what they do when they have Shadow Demon Luna. And they usually pick like Chen Dragon Knights, but like Chen's like not particularly amazing in this game so far. They'll probably need to pick like the offlane or something to like wait with the other heroes.
Taking some time here for this one, VP. And DJ, we'll see if they go for that Ogre Snatch, stopping OG again.
And Sardar.
Yeah, for VP, Lil and No One, they're like, I would say they're the most important actually in the heroes that they need to have a good game going in.
Yeah.
I mean they generally always last pick No One's hero, so we're definitely gonna see most likely the offlaner hero, or maybe the Lil hero. But
you mentioned it, yeah.
That could be a support Sardar as well.
Yeah, Lil can play as well, can't he? Yeah.
But a little unlikely, because like Jackie said, like I really think the Chen could be very powerful, depending if OG take like some Ogre or something here. Like they have to pick a support right now, right? They're not gonna just pick their 3rd core. So if that support is like not that good versus Chen, maybe they'll.
And there's the Ogre. You know, you guys said there's maybe a little question on why they would necessarily ban the Spirit over the Ogre, letting that through. I mean, it obviously would have been Jerax Spirit. It is scary, but you still feel the Ogre just works really nicely with OG's line.
Dragon Knight.
Yeah,
alright, so
it does.
So they're actually gonna last pick Lil's hero, which could be that Chen. I think they're just waiting for OG to like use up both their supports, so there's no like Crystal Maiden or some Witch Doctor or something like that could really ruin his game. So we'll see. And right now, like for VP, that Sardar could still be a support. I think OG are feeling the pressure, like not really understanding what's VP really want to do with their heroes. So
all they know is they're gonna get pushed.
Yeah.
And their only out spam right now is this bat.
Definitely, like mediocre, but it's okay. It's like
the thing about the OD is he can get run over very quickly.
Yeah.
And this amp means in fights he can die extremely fast.
But I think right now like OG actually has the pretty good lanes
Yeah, they do.
so far. So if he gets like raindrop and like treads or like some decent items before the push hits his mid tower, he might be able to survive it and just use Astro like 5 times and be annoying.
I wonder if they're gonna go for Oracle here as well.
They're also gonna have this like bloodlust tower. And you don't really want to dive against Batrider. That's how you lose games.
Oh, we'll see what they... I mean, is there any kind of pick you could go for to maybe put VP off picking a Chen? Like, could you slip like a CM into this draft to show OG, or is that just not strong enough?
The problem is you're gonna have to show your other support before they pick their last hero anyway. So maybe OG goes for some Chen block pick, but probably not. I think it's too low value at the moment because of the Slardar. They just don't know if it's gonna be support. They don't know if it's gonna be core.
Oh, it's the I would imagine the No-Tail Terrorblade coming through. We saw it earlier today.
The thing is, like, doesn't matter like what they pick there. They would have to pick first anyway, the next phase.
Yeah.
So they have to show everything right now.
I wonder if Terrorblade was good.
I mean, it's another great bloodlust core.
10 seconds.
I mean,
remaining.
it's interesting against Slardar and Dragon Knights. It's generally pretty good against Slardar because he have high
5
armor.
seconds
This
remaining.
Dragon Knight Q spell on the Terrorblade and his Illus. It's gonna be kind of brutal
Reserve time.
Yeah.
to play against.
It's just interesting on Dragon Knight because
OG's
you can take his
turn
tower
to
too.
ban.
and you're actually a pretty strong team fighter. So when he pops Dragon Form, you can actually like smoke to him, like because generally the DK will pop his Dragon Form too. And what happens is you just smoke on him with Terrorblade and you kill him with Terrorblade. Like you meta after you see his Dragon Form and you kill him, or you're like I can't kill him, so you just
10
meta yourself and hit
seconds
this tower.
remaining.
So you have options. But in the fights, like his like he's gonna get
5
Shadow Demon, then
seconds
he's gonna get
remaining.
Dragon Breath, and the long stun actually
Yeah,
can get him
and
killed before Thunder.
Knowing VP, like they're gonna have the whole Goon Squad on this Dragon Knight. They're never gonna let him just like go in there and like hit the tower by himself. So if OG wants to contest that, there's gonna be 5 heroes there. They're gonna have to fight against the Shadow Demon with the TB. So maybe they'll need something to like deal with him or plan to deal with the Shadow Demon right away.
OG, we'll see if they do want to see that Slardar as the support or the offlane with this final ban. See what they're more worried about VP utilizing. I mean, also another question as well. We've seen VP do it in the past with sort of similar lineups. Is there any way that they could pull out the trump card and go for the little support weaver this game?
They usually do have Drow, I think.
Yeah.
They were only gonna play that with Drow.
No, they've done it with Slaughter
They've done it
one
with the-
time
yeah, with the
without the Drow Ranger. But you're right.
Lunar
It could be interesting.
It's interesting. It-
Some Shadow Demon Luna.
It's pretty good right now.
OG's
Shadow
turn
Demon's
to
like a
pick.
pretty good, good enough setup for like a Weaver to get in position, get his bugs out, and just hunt them down.
I think generally it's like probably better to pick like some disruptor or something, you know. So you have this glimpse for Batrider. And you
Yeah.
have the silence for OD and Terrorblade so they can't get their Thunder
I
off.
think Disruptor is very
10
good this game.
seconds remaining.
Like, I think they should disrupt or Chen. Depending on what they pick on OG.
5
Yeah.
seconds
Chen's like-
remaining.
It's the Chen can't snowball this game, but it's kind of a scary lineup to pick Chen into.
It's very hard to Chen.
Ooh.
You're definitely not Chen.
Yeah,
Radiant's
Shaker.
team pick.
Was that a disruptor? I think I think they would disrupt her. Let's see. That's a shaker.
I mean, are you leaning towards? Would you prefer to see the Slardar as the core Slardar or as a support this game?
10 seconds
Hmm.
remaining.
I think he has to be core almost.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm just trying to think of another offlane they can pick that's can like win them this game.
I
But
don't think he
really
can
see it.
apply enough pressure in the laning
Reserve
phase
time.
alone, and the Shadow Demon doesn't want to leave this Luna in the lane.
I
Or
wonder like if they're gonna aggro on VP. Probably not. It's 3 melee supports.
I really like what OG did with his drafts actually. Like they banned out this Nyx Assassin who counters Batrider, and then they pick like Bat and OD, so they don't have to ban like Timbersaw, and then they pick this Terrorblade. So like looking at VP's lineup, it's actually quite difficult to just counter this TB right now
Hmm.
that they drafted. And then now you have an Earthshaker who's like kind of protecting all their heroes as well.
To be honest, this ogre hero is like what's giving them this
Yeah.
absolute scary like feeling.
Yeah.
Because if they had like a Earth Spirit, I don't think if they had Earth Spirit, Earthshaker supports, which they probably would not have, but they would not feel as scary as this.
I agree. Maybe they would have done like some Wisp or something
No.
instead.
All 3 of the core is this like
10 seconds
there's
remaining.
like onus is on VP to actually like push them down.
Okay,
So
so
Slaughter support it is.
That's a
Yeah.
good pick. That's a really good pick.
I mean, I guess what they have got what, 3 melee at the moment, a bat that's looking to get in the front of it, and an Odie with not the best of ranges. So overall,
God damn.
you like that Darkseer finish? You feel that's
Yeah.
a pretty sealed deal for
Yeah,
VP in terms of coming out on top of draft?
It gave them the lane pressure they needed.
Yeah.
And it gives the Slardar a purpose in the early game in a way where he doesn't have to be afraid to run into their supports at all. And it gave their draft a lot of direction in the laning phase, I think, which is what they were probably lacking.
So you imagine Lil and Pasha, they're going to pretty much just sit in that lane and put all the pressure they can onto No-Tail.
They might gank mid, honestly.
Yeah.
Like they can do a lot of things. They actually have a lot of the
I
early
mean,
games actually.
they can
pretty
even
nice.
still aggro and put
Yeah.
this Darkseer against Bat.
He wins against bats.
10 seconds.
Oh, we'll see what happens here, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ourselves into Game 1. OG versus VP here in the best of 5 grand finals of the Summit 6. I'm Odie, so you've been hearing. I'm joined by SVG, Eternal Envy, and 1437. And we'll get ourselves in. We'll see what goes on in terms of the laning phase. And so, as you guys seem to say, you like the Darkseer pick. If you're OG, what is the game plan? How are you going to deal with VP playing this sort of tempo this game?
I mean, I think they have to mix some moves so that VP doesn't make the first moves on them and destroy them first. Because if OG, the lineup, like, has like an even net worth towards the late game, I think they will probably take this game because of the bot listed 3 cores.
It's like difficult for OG to make these moves though, because they have Shaker
Yeah.
Ogre supports.
Yeah.
And Shaker is notoriously a support who he doesn't get played a lot right now, but a lot of the reason he doesn't get played a lot is it's kind of like, what do you do with this hero in the laning phase? Maybe you get some bullshit fissure block and you get some kill. Sometimes you can go to your off lane and fissure block his creep waves and maybe you get him some XP. But this hero, like, he doesn't really use the first level as well. Like a level 1 Shaker compared to level 5 Shaker, you're not super increasing your kill threat on the map. So I think they need to find a purpose for the Shaker in the early game.
Even his level 6 doesn't give him much.
Yeah.
I mean, he's so reliant on this one spell to make an extremely high impact in a fight.
He's not gonna like right click. If he's like a range hero with fissure, you know, like maybe he can do something. But
I mean, this is like
only
a
fissure, literally.
It's a peculiar item build too. He has no clarities. He just has Windlay Salve and a TP.
Battle begins.
So I think he's probably gonna do some offlane fissure blocks, suicide or something.
So it does
Sure,
seem like
I
the Darkseer and the Slaughter will play together in the offlane. I was wondering if the Slaughter would have maybe started in the safe lane and secured the Luna's lane, but it does not seem so.
I mean,
I actually like this laning stage by this laning setup by OG.
Yeah,
This,
but I mean, is No-Tail not just going to be absolutely terrified on this? Like, what's his play here? What does he have to do on his own?
the
Just
thing is, like VP will be terrified on both mid and their safe lane.
Okay.
Whereas No-Tail probably won't die top for a while.
Ramses might die here. He's gonna get blocked.
and then we have the Earthshaker coming into play. Indeed, as you said, Ramses surrounded. Solo will disrupt one of them, trying to hold back S4. OG could continue to chase with 3 stacks of napalm. Ramses, he's trying to regen himself up. It's not going to work. And indeed, having the support sit down there, go for that. Bit of a surprise gank that we have seen a few teams pulling out this LAN. And it works most of the
I
time.
actually feel like VP have not done enough homework in the last series, because like they did the same play last game, and they're not banning his Ogre Magi, and yeah, not sure if it's gonna bite them for game 1 or something. Let's see.
So off the back of that, do you just, if you're OG, keep the supports down in that bottom lane, and as you said, just leave No-Tail on his own up top? Or are we going to see anyone come up to help No-Tail? Or is he going to be fine?
He's
Well,
doing
they're swapping lanes. So
quite well
Yeah.
for the moment, and his Luna already ported.
Well, once the Darkseer is like bottom lane, I think there's no real purpose for OG to stay down here.
Yeah.
They're just gonna start moving away. Maybe even go and gank the Dragon Knight mid. Or
Oh,
Or he's
rotate out.
blocked.
Jeez.
So I see Jarrett's get a couple of touches in.
Don't think the Ogre's level 2 yet. He still has Bloodlust. Oh, he is level 2. Alright.
just so clear and direct.
Time to go.
He's walking home.
Has to suicide, right?
Yeah, it looks like he might go for the... Oh, he's sticking around in that
Yeah,
lane, as you said, without the mana.
Oh, he's blocking his pull.
Yeah, just toying around with Solo's momentum of the lane. Bottom lane.
Seems the Luna's caught up top.
Not sure what he's trying to do. He's trying to like drag the creeps all the way to the left and then around the camp or something.
Might die.
It's
here.
not working
Yeah,
out.
Lil's got a haste read. He picked it up top. TP's down bottom, and yeah, Jax is going to be punished there for hanging around. So VP to get themselves a kill onto the board. Bring it to 1-1. The mid lane matchup at the moment, 10 for 1 for no one, 7 for 3 for Anna. No one's going to get a bit of harassment thrown down onto him. He's got a couple of points in the Dragon's Blood, and also Lil in the neighborhood, so OG won't be able to follow through and finish off the kill.
No one's doing very well. He's really good one-on-one. So he's gonna get these 2 assets and be ahead of almost double of Anna.
I've almost never seen him straight out lose a Dragon Knight lane. Even against heroes he's supposed to. Usually he gets some help. He's going to get a gank at some point if he's like losing the lane or whatever. And by the 10-minute mark, he's just going to be like pretty close to CS.
To be honest, though, right now it's like this is how it's supposed to go. Like you're supposed to be slightly ahead
Yeah.
until he gets level 5.
I'm just saying, even when he's played lanes DK against some Razor or something,
Oh
he's
yeah.
still like, at 10 minutes, he's still a beast. And you're like, what happened?
Looks like the Slaughter's back top lane. He's gonna protect this Luna, secure his farm up here.
Looks like he's going to go over and check out Jerax's pull that he's making. Pull lane Pasha, just giving S4 the old rundown.
Yeah. Does the Ogre have like a smoke? I think they want to make some sort of play together. Like this Ogre and Shaker, whenever they're showing on a lane, they're like telegraphing what their next move is. So they need something surprising to like wrap around and perhaps kill this Luna with Metamorph. Could be a very strong play here.
Jerax looking for the Fisher block, and he has only just gone and found it. Rams is trying to desperately tango his way to safety. He has to pop a fair few of them to get round. He will make it away.
Okay, meta soon up.
This Terrible is actually unkillable because he has range roll.
Alright, Luna's out.
Lane switch again, yep. Support's turn up top. Ramsey says, I'm heading down bottom.
Yeah, I'm not sure how... Oh.
This might get to my kill.
Got the Soul Catcher onto S4. We'll see if they have enough damage with the right clicks of Ramses. It will be indeed. S4 tries to find Solo on the way out. The Flame Break isn't going to be quite enough damage. Solo survives. But yeah, Ramsey's just making the right rotations there, getting himself involved.
Level 2 Soul Catcher. It's probably like so they can stun, like Sauter's gonna stun off the Soul Catcher and this is gonna burst the targets. It's interesting build.
I think it's definitely more common now after the poison nerf anyway.
Yeah.
I think Low might make a rotation mid with Pasha soon and take the mid tower.
Yeah, they want to rotate to this Dragon Knight ult.
So in these first kind of 5 minutes, do you feel there's a clear kind of winner here at the laning stage, or have both teams got their pluses here?
It really depends who takes the first tower.
I think OG's pretty happy already.
Especially if they get away with this kill as well. And the right clicks from that offside TB, yeah. And the tick damage is going to be enough.
This might be the first tower.
Yeah, I think VP thought they would get like some free farm Luna lane or something like that. But
That Earthshaker salve coming in handy.
And no tail, top back up to full. He is going to thank Jerax for that one. And indeed, as you said, OG just getting a good amount of damage done onto that top tier 1. Bottom lane, Lil's going to go and TP down. Maybe see if they can set up something again onto S4. Solo looking for the disruption. He's going to find it. Lil closes the gap, and this is going to be S4 in another bit of trouble as the 3 surround him and take him down, killing the bat for a second time in kind of quick
really
succession.
wanted that stack.
Oh, he's gonna take
He had
the
so
Onyx
many
Prince too.
stickies on it too. Jeez.
Just give it all away.
Lil nearly killing himself there.
Alright, Bat got like one big creep gold there or something.
That's so huge.
So sad. Not sure why he was like playing to the left there. He should have played like low ground, right? So he can't die.
Yeah, he had a war on him. He probably didn't think that. And Luna has like night vision. Probably didn't consider that either. He's like probably like, wow, how did I get caught there?
Right. It's actually really unfortunate. That stack would have made
His
the
game,
biggest difference in this game. But this Luna though, she's not that happy right now.
He saw the Earthshaker. Earthshaker did not see the Luna.
This is how you want to play versus Shadow Demon Luna though. You just want to make this Luna's early game feel pretty bad, and you're always going to be able to go into the mid game with an ability to fight. What you don't want to do is give this Luna free farm and this Shadow Demon free pulls and have this level 5 Shadow Demon, level 5 Luna in like 4 or 5 minutes, and you're going to feel awful.
And we're going to see a bit of a kickoff here as
Oh
both teams,
boy.
3 versus 3. Ramses has the ultimate immediately. VP turning back into OG, taking down S4, and they'll chase down for more, eyeing up Fly. They'll fire blast Lil, trying to make sure that the crush doesn't come through, but that Lucid Beam, nearly allowing Lil to close the gap, but he's just a little bit short.
It feels like OG's plays there, they feel so much slower because they can't just kill anybody right away, you know? Like it takes time for someone to get fissured and then you have to cast your spells and you gotta kill them. Where as for VP, it's like the instant someone is disrupted, they're just dead. Some Soul Catcher comes and Slaughter stun, Lucid Beam. it feels really hard for OG to try and make any more plays together with their supports.
That's why they're trying to chase down Solo. You've got Ana coming across as well. OG, they are going to look to commit for this kill.
And look how long it's taking them to like just kill this one 5th position Shadow Demon right now.
Lilla's coming across on the slider, but not really a lot he could do to help out. He's just going to have to let that go. OG find the kill, and in fact, OG moving around, see if they can find something else. Ramses is on his own here in this lane at the moment. Does have a TP scroll. Will head into the sidelines and immediately backing off, and smartly so as well. OG were there in the neighborhood, realized they won't get the kill, and Ana straight back to mid.
This Dragon hasn't found like the first targets.
Oh, TB.
There's not
There's gonna be a lot of
He's probably
damage.
gonna die.
Holy
He's gonna die.
shit.
And those illusions from Pasha's wall doing a hell of a lot, and of course the SD as well. But he does get the tower, but you're losing his life. You feel that VP still getting a bit more out of this, or the fact that you're taking towers as OG is good enough at this stage?
It really depends on whether they can abuse this no metamorphosis timing to take a tower. If they take a tower, then they're gonna feel really good that this Terrorblade died using his mana to get a tower himself.
Yeah, well, to me, like, the first team fight is gonna be much easier for VP to execute. Like I said, it's very hard for OG to just like instantly kill some heroes. So, oh, they're not gonna have any responses here.
Bottom lane Ramses in a whole lot of trouble, surrounded by Jarek's Fly and S4. They'll beat down onto Luna, and indeed with no tail in the neighborhood, they might be able to put a bit of pressure on. Metamorphosis is still on cooldown, of course, for a full minute. OG taking down Ramses, and
Where's the dragon? He's mid. Doesn't seem like they're gonna get any good trades off this either.
net worth wise, Ramses a little bit behind. No-Tail obviously in the best position at the moment on Terrorblade and Solo. Has to be a little bit careful with OG sweeping around the jungle. More from VP TPing down towards that bottom lane to form some sort of a defense as Ramses comes back in. Has Eclipse available as well if OG do want to try and fight into this. Looks like they're just maintaining control of that area of VP's jungle.
VP should try and fight with this Dragon Knight ulti
Think
for
so
some
too.
objective. It feels a little too slow at the moment.
Yeah. This doesn't feel like how VP would normally play. I think they would have been a lot more active together as a team.
Pasha, he's going to vacuum his way free.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
I'm not sure they could have killed him anyway.
Yeah.
There's no mana.
And it's going to be the mid lane by the looks of it. The OG looks to move across. Metamorphosis back up. They can look to push in. And VP, I mean, at this stage of the game, is there much they can really do to stop OG taking these towers early on? Or they just have to kind of let them go against this drop?
I think they
I
can
believe
fight.
defenses.
They get a disruption on Terrorblade, especially. The illusions will do a lot of work.
Actually, don't think OG can take this tower while losing mid if they take this fight. Because I'm not sure how HP like everyone's full HP on VP.
Illusions come out, but OG quick to take them out. Pasha looking for an opening, has the vacuum and wall combo at the ready. OG playing careful.
Meta soon out. They didn't even get the tower. I think this is okay. They just defended with 3 people.
Yeah.
And OG had to commit a meta to this.
Absolutely, Lil getting space up top. Ramses getting some out at the bottom lane as well as he makes those side pulls and starts to catch himself back up into this game. Still 11 minutes in, 5 for 4. OG grouping up. Did they just smoke up? They just kind of grouped up behind that tier 1. It just looks like they're waiting for maybe VP to come to them.
They're gonna wait for his mech at nighttime before they make the first move on the tower, I think.
Is under attack.
They
On
have
VP.
very good levels on their supports though. They already have this purge up. And their Slard already was involved in a lot of kills early.
This Darkseer as well. He has like level 3 vacuum now, I think.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be a real beast if they can get a metamorph.
They actually need to survive this gank right now.
OG coming in
Very
heavy.
set up, though.
Ana to lead the way. They're just going to put the vacuum wall. They had the vision down with that sentry there. They know he's around. He'll astral himself defensively to try and buy himself some time, but VP turn and take him.
They committed a lot of spells though for that kill.
So if they can get anything more as the surge onto Ramses, trying to help him close the gap. Jarek's looking for the walk-off, has a Fisher, drops it down, immediately goes for the TP, but Lil nicely done with the crush on the other side of the tree line, catches Jarek's out on the side and allows VP to find a second.
Yep.
They have dagger. He doesn't have it yet, almost.
is under attack.
I think as soon as the meta is up again, OG is gonna go for another tower right away. Actually, they're already like sort of taking bottom right now, but after this, they'll think about going mid. Eclipse is down, Wall is down, Dragon Form's down. All the key spells for VP to fight gonna be on cooldown.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Already solo. He will head down to TP bottom, but it looks like OG are going to choose to make that push happen in the mid lane potentially. So it looks to be where they're heading to group up. Blink Dagger now on S4 as well. So he's going to have a good chance for a bit of a catch. And as you mentioned, just this period of the game where VP are going to be a little weaker with all their ults on cooldown.
Here they come. The OG push. Ain't stopping this one.
I'm surprised they use Metamorphosis for it.
Radiant's middle tower
Yeah.
is
I wonder if they're probably gonna keep going, or go for bottom tower before it loses it.
Well, seems like they're gonna cut off VP's access to their own jungle and just farm up a little bit. They really want that tier 1 bottom though. It's gonna be a lot of map space for OG to obtain as soon as they take that tower.
They don't want to lose one of their own tier 1s for it though. It's
Yeah,
not worth it.
It's not for them.
At this point in the game, defending their own against this Dragon Knight is like their easiest path to victory at the moment.
What does OD have? Does not have his 4 stuff yet. Okay. I think the only issue now is like they use meta, right?
Radiant's
And
bottom tower is
VP's
under attack.
fighting capabilities are coming back up again. So this is gonna be a pretty tough defense, I think, for OG. Like the only thing VP should do is try not to dive them. If VP can somehow bait the OG into them, like
They need to fissure him and like Firefly the wave, so
Yep.
he doesn't get Dragon Knight stunned.
yeah. So OG cannot like just totally run in there.
VP respecting the OG coming in.
Yeah, they see like this big wave coming in bottom. DK just wants to farm it. Alright, alright. It's kind of funny. It's like Dragon Knight uses his form, and then he goes farm. Then the other team's like, oh, Dragon Knight cooldown. Let's go push now. And then TB is gonna have his spell up soon. They're gonna go push in 50 seconds likely.
He's sailing a little on the hunt for that TB, but already no tell.
Is under
Out of the jungle, Fly looks to block the Ancients.
I wonder what OG's gonna do now, because I don't think they're gonna go for his tier 2 towers. They're probably just looking to make sure they defend theirs and get this this OD fat, because that is their winning condition.
Yeah.
Is if this OD just gets way too fat.
It's like Shaker Blink too.
But at the same time, I don't think they want to just let VP farm too. Even though like you want your OD to get fat, they want to be able to.
S4 looking to jump in with the lasso, but Solo's in the neighborhood, immediately disrupts, and Demonic Purges S4 holding him back.
For a little
S4's
bit
just
of
going to
a
go for the straight TP out, and he will make it. Anna could be in a little bit more trouble. We see VP coming in, they have the full 4-man. A little to wrap around, get in position for the crush, but Anna holds it back with the Astral, and that will be enough to save Anna there. But S4 with that jump in, and very hard by the looks of it for OG to attempt and achieve anything off the back of it.
Very weird play.
Yeah.
He had no one in the area, and
Wow. Oh, that was
just
quite
kinda baiting.
ambitious.
Dire's bottom
He
tower
actually
is
got
under
2 Lucent Beam from his ultimate, land on that Shaker with like 5 creeps in there too. Pretty close.
Hello. Bottom lane, no one surged up. And seeing if they could get the Dragon Tail onto Anna. S4 from the sidelines, starting to stack up the sticky napalm. See if OG want to commit more for this defense. They're going to lose the tower. And Anna's still sticking around here. Pasha to lean forward. They'll get the Dragon Tail onto Anna. No Tail on the sidelines came into this one. Already trying to force them back. There's the vacuum wall onto 2. S4 taking the brunt of the attack. He's the first to fall. No Tail trying to punch into no one. But this DK, too much armor, too much tank with the armlet. No Tail gets crushed on the side. They've lost a second. Jared pops the Echo Slam. It's not enough damage to kill no one. He keeps on toggling. The Astra, is that even going to be enough?
No.
I think he's going to survive. They can't kill the DK. OG trying to commit a lot for that. VP turnaround, take 4 of their lives, and they win that fight without even needing Ramses in the neighborhood.
That was like one of the worst angles to go from. And
Right.
Bad didn't even have
yeah,
lasso.
they have no lasso. The meta TV's on the low ground, like missing uphill or something,
is under attack.
and they get 2-man back walled.
Yeah.
I think they took that fight because Luna was top, and they knew that Luna cannot show up in that fight, and even if he does, he doesn't have Eclipse. So that's why they're like desperate to take this fight, and they don't want to lose their tower. but they had to set up a little bit earlier and from a better angle in order to take that fight. It's not like the idea of fighting them was not that bad at all. It's just how they ended up
I
doing
mean,
it.
the angle they took it was just really weird.
And Blink Dagger now on Pasha. And I mean, yeah, we just saw how much no one could do with that armlet. With that armlet only has about 20.
How close
28
is
ar-
Slaughter
21
to
28
Dagger
armor.
now?
All of a sudden, like this game, like
Oh, he went
VP had
tracks.
like their cores were lower network than in OG's cores. Now
Yeah.
they have the 3 highest cores.
Like Rams is
Like all
a
their
shot up.
cores are higher than the enemy cores. And their supports are also higher. They're just winning by a lot now. I think.
Supports also scale very hard this game.
Yeah.
With both farm and levels.
I think this Odie, he actually has like a really hard time farming in this game because like OG still need to win some fights. Like Odie's not this hero who's gonna just completely out farm if he just only focuses on that, right? And in these fights, like he's gonna get focused. He's gonna die very fast to some amp. Seems very difficult for him to actually get fat. Maybe if he gets his Aegis and they win like some fight where he survives, it could be really nice. But VP's not gonna let that happen.
Yeah, so going to be a bit of smoke on smoke action here. That was, I believe, done under that ward, so VP should know about this. The question is if they want to try and wrap around into it. OG already using the scan just to see if VP were coming around from the backside, but VP just hang on in the mid lane. And maybe wait for OG to kind of come back into them. And OG are going to start to make the move back as Rams is revealing himself, kind of acting as the bait. We'll see how OG jump in on this though. A lot of picks coming out, but VP seem aware of this.
Got the high ground. And VP. But OG's got the big wave bottom, and he's gonna keep cutting this mid wave terribly until VP shows up.
Dire's middle tower is under
And already VP just keeping back. I don't want to wait any longer. OG. To make an attempt there for Solo with that to maybe see if S4 could have got the follow through Blink Lasso, but just a little bit too far away for the fish. And Jarek's very close to his Blink Dagger. Something that's going to help out OG massively, but still.
They're gonna need some
Dire's top
crazy echo slams on that shaker.
They need Blink Dagger to get the crazy echo slams. I guess he's
Yeah.
500 off.
And no one's nearly. Well, he's closing in on that PKB, something that's going to render huge amounts of OG's damage useless. And I guess at that point you're just relying on No-Tail to get the physical through. His farm still in an okay place.
This Darkstar's actually did way too much for him in this game.
Yeah.
They like got his last pick Darkstar, who had the highest net worth at one point, and then he gave it back to his team by like helping them win some team fights. And he was in part of like so many ganks. And then even that last team fight, he was like he had a mech and wall and whatever. He's doing so much.
I mean, it's even the lane push. Like, neither of OG's supports want to even hit some creep wave if it has Ion Shell on it.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Mid getting pushed in, Anna. Just trying to find this lane on his own up top. VP grouped up with a full 5 towards the mid lane. OG seem very hesitant, very careful about approaching this tier 2 defense. They'll bring Anna in now as well, so they might feel a little bit more confident to do something. But as we're seeing, just the illusions pounding into the tower, and they'll get that one as a bit of a freebie.
Dire's middle tower
The illusions get the final touch, no deny from OG.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
OG still hanging around, but it certainly feels like this is a game that's getting harder and harder for OG. The pressure really on at this point now.
The VP know OG have all come there, to, like waiting for VP to like make some sort of mistake, and they're just not giving them that. They're just TPing back, farming, pushing out the lanes, and farming their side. And now they'll soon understand like OG's only movement from mid lane is to either go Roshan or smoke into them. They're gonna.
They're farming.
Luna's already starting to run back for the Roshan now.
VP's farming way more ancients too.
Yeah.
So Luna has all the items and levels that she didn't have from the early.
Oh, here it
This
is.
could be messy.
Looking for that vacuum slaughter stun.
But look at Jarek's has he
Yeah,
has
Jarek's
got the
has
blink.
blink.
Yeah,
They
and he's on the high
They
ground.
want to bait them for this echo.
And they'll try to lead in. They're going to get the last one to one. Actually dragging them away.
They're gonna
Fly
get the
falling
Aegis
low.
though.
Ramses takes down one. They'll move into the pit. And indeed, Anna picks up the Aegis. Aegis on the OD. Crush coming through. And now Ramses with the ultimate
Trevor's
looking to
dead.
clean up for more. Anna's down. Almost certainly.
Oh,
Lastral
here's the
himself.
echo. Here's the echo, boys.
Can Jarek's do something big?
Not yet.
Yeah.
Maybe when he's
There's
rezzing.
4. Oh, there it is! But it's not. Is it going to be enough? It doesn't feel like it. Jarek's is down. The ODs as well. I mean, it must have been satisfying to press that R button,
Yeah.
but there
Maybe-
was no follow-up.
Maybe if he didn't fissure, like,
Yeah, that's what I
before
was
that,
thinking. If he saved his fissure.
that could have been legit. Because, like, I think Bad Ratter's Firefly might have come back up as well. They would have just, like, full committed onto
Not sure
it.
though. The heroes
yeah.
were still very high
He,
HP.
he just needed the extra fissure stun while Anna was alive.
Yeah,
for
exactly.
Anna to hit them like
Yeah.
2 more times and get the extra Astra off. I think that actually might have changed that fight. But to be honest, the fight itself, I think they should have been satisfied just getting the Roshan and just leaving. Because like they got greedy. They wanted to get Roshan and defeat them in a fight. But they could have just got away because Anna had like 4 stuff. And he could have forced stuff himself off the hill. But he used the 4 stuff aggressively to like kill them.
Yeah, like for this OD to get fat, he actually needed to get that Aegis and be able to farm without the enemy constantly hunting him down.
The thing is, they were posturing like that. That was what they wanted to do. Because S4, like he lassoed someone very early, and they had this ogre standing outside the pit, and it was just like some stall tactics, like finish Roshan, get Aegis, and get out. And then they lose they lose the bat spells and an ogre while they're doing Rosh. They get this Aegis, and then they feel they still have to fight her.
Yeah, OG, find a freebie though, Lil.
Pretty important, right? He doesn't have a dagger.
Yeah.
No, he has.
Ah, he
Oh,
just
yes.
picked it up. Ooh. Yeah,
It's hard.
they got that a little earlier, that would have been painful. But
I'm so surprised he bought treads on support slaughter. Never see that.
He's seen increase a lot this game.
Yeah.
I think it was good.
I mean, how do you as OG catch up to this farm that Ramses has? Can Notel on the Terrorblade get to a point where he's just farming out and pushing out multiple lanes that he can catch up to a Luna, or is Ramses always going to be ahead at this stage?
They need to find a way to fight them.
Yeah.
I don't think they can just farm their way back.
Yeah.
So they can't just run in and fight them either because they have 2 BKBs. They have to find some like 4-5 1 engagement and then like kill one guy and then like try to kill the rest as they come in one by one. You cannot just straight up run into the defense. The thing is like VP's like understands that and they're gonna go S5 and start using Shadow Demon illusions to
What
push.
did the Luna just buy? On
BKB.
the courier? BKB? Okay, yeah. Like the only spell that goes to BKB is the lasso, right? So
It's Arcane Rune Dragon form.
it's gonna be very hard to deal with this Luna. This Luna is
let's
like
push.
incredibly fat. She is having the time.
I mean, maybe they can like lasso some core, drag him into their team. This meta TB hits them, and they get a fissure on the 2 saves.
They have 2 4 stuff.
But they have to get a
And
fissure
Lil-
on this.
he knows
Dark
that there's
Seer.
someone in the tree line there.
Yeah.
Smoke dispelled. Pash just going to look for it with a vacuum. Won't find it initially.
Well,
Oh, actually,
now-
he sees the...
Now the Firefly is
Yeah.
gonna be on cooldown for this high ground.
I think Giant Knight has to go from their front. Oh, he got to the wave.
They can commit to this, I think, because the Firefly is on cooldown.
Yeah, but they have no wave. And this OD is gonna get a lot of stacks.
Yeah.
Because like...
Oh, he has level 3.
I actually do not think VP should keep going there.
Yeah.
They should just farm their side of the map after killing the enemy side of the map.
They got the waves coming in. It's a lot of farm for.
Because of the thing here is like, they should understand that OG has 2 4 steps and this last one, so they don't want to deal with that shit.
Yep.
He's gonna get bombed here too probably. 1 point.
I mean, they have this fissure too.
Nice 4.
He's fine.
It goes for the lasso, but indeed Ramses immediately gets the BKB off, turns around with the Eclipse, and elusive beam to the head of the bat brings him down. S4 out for 45
You
seconds.
know, I think that was okay for OG because they got like the 10-second BKB and Eclipse. Maybe like they have a higher chance to win a fight now if like VP decide to go high ground or something here.
If they wait for their lasso and they pull someone over like a fissure block on their base, it can be really
yeah,
obnoxious.
but this last is gonna be a very long time. They're gonna lose like their whole base before that, so they need to pull something. That's for sure.
There's the push in now. Already illusions hitting onto the tower.
Damn, that Arcane Rune Dragon Knight. His form is up again.
Oh,
He
we
has
can see.
27 hits.
Yeah, how much
27.
has Anna actually got on him? He's lost 27 on the DK.
Actually dying
Vacuum
on
wall
this
onto
DK.
3. Lil with the follow-up crush. They caught 3 of them immediately down. Echo slams press, but VP surviving
He lost
through it all.
all his.
Noto's trying his best to beat them out of it. Astral onto no one to hold him back, but the rest are out, and this has cost OG 2 buybacks. They get the DK kill. Solo trying to retreat as well. Can he make it out? S4 chase him down with the Firefly, will find it. So they get 2 on the defense, but OG losing heroes and buying back on 2 of them, including Anna.
Yeah, they didn't. The heroes who bought back didn't get the kills, so that at least was a plus for OG here. And DK used his 10-second BKB there too, I believe. So
That was like the first back crush of the game. So next fight, OG's is gonna be thinking about that. Maybe they won't get caught with as many heroes.
Yeah. That OD though, he had like 27 in. I thought
yeah.
they
He
were
was stealing
gonna
a
destroy
hell of a
it.
lot.
It's actually very disappointing for him. He
Yeah.
probably thought he could turn around and get out of the game. Like, that's nice for him.
That is
Because-
very nice. What did that happen?
Butterfly.
Oh, the butterfly bits.
Dude, he has a butterfly.
So
I still an eagle some shot.
It is like 3,000 gold, so I mean he'll get it when
He'll
it
get it
comes
in
back.
4 minutes.
And it's like, I killed courier, guys, and then he's looking at it, and there's a butterfly on it, and he's like, oh god, he has a butterfly.
Aye. But still, OG. I mean, so you say all things said and done, it's good news for them that they were able to hold VP off there because they could have lost the game there potentially, or
I mean
Was
that
this-
was like their chance to get the best fight.
Yeah.
Like I said, the Luna uses BKB and Eclipse, so it came out okay, but still they used 2 buybacks.
I mean,
It could have been really good if the OD didn't
the
die.
Terrorblade was quite happy.
Yeah, terribly it
He
was.
feels pretty good now.
But he's still like pretty far behind. He's like 5k
he is.
gold behind the Luna. That's not where you really want to be.
The thing is, OG needs BKBs on their course to really take a solid engagement.
Yeah.
But they're very far from that.
What I realized is like that Dragon Knight, he dies. Like he is not that tanky in this game when the TB is like hitting him. And the OD as well, it doesn't BKB.
Yeah. It's hard though. He has his own BKB. He has his save. He has this surge.
Yeah, Surge.
He has mech.
And this Vac Crush is always like, it prohibits OG's positioning in the fight.
And like Luna's gonna run in with butterfly. It's
Yeah.
very hard. It's still
I guess they do have that like combo, the lasso into like fissuring the backlines.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much the best way to win this.
the
Or
way
you fissure your base, right?
thing is, the way OG execute, like it's much harder for OG to execute.
Yeah, it is.
yeah.
So much more difficult to play.
Because even if VP fucks up, at least they have this save to play around.
Oh, Ramses to
Oh,
get out.
maybe they
OG.
get
Yeah, they should get solo
a
at
nice
least out
little
of this
snack.
one. He tries the TP out, but stuns coming in from all angles.
It's like 400 gold for OD. It feels so good. Like these deaths, when you're so far ahead, you really can't afford to have. It actually just gives way too much to the enemy.
So that's actually going to buy back. I mean,
Did they even use it?
That was a mistake.
Yeah, I think it was
Yeah, it
misclicked.
was a misclick.
He missed- they actually need to remove that. Paladin.
so how do you do it? Like, what was the miss? He just was trying to click on some. What was he trying to
There's
click?
just a button on
Yeah.
them. Like when you're dead, like
Yeah.
you click around to like give information to your teammates, and then you might just misclick on this like
Yeah.
icon that
Yeah.
like makes you buy that.
So you're saying it should be some kind of on-screen like confirmation saying,
No,
do
there
you really
should,
want
there
to
should be a hockey for it.
Yeah.
So you, like it's much harder to like miss hockey than misclick.
It should be like Dota 1, where you go to your tavern and you have to like click
No,
that
no.
and
Yeah, I
buy
said
back
click
No,
the
no,
something.
no.
there.
Don't worry about that.
That was actually so cool. I thought.
You're not gonna misclick if you have a button for it.
Yeah, he lost about what, like 1k gold off that. He was working towards that Agnes.
That's
So
pretty. That's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty
Like
big.
that's a sort of mistake that makes OG like smile, you know. Like
Yeah.
they needed that.
Yeah. I mean, it also makes VP feel like shit too.
Yeah, because he's like, oh, I fucked up, and he like double fucked it, you know. Like, he fucked up, and he's like, fuck. I
Yeah,
fucked
when
up
he
again.
died, exactly.
And, like when you're the captain of the team and you do some stuff like that, like it might like.
I mean, we don't know. Maybe he's remotivating his troops. He's like, I'm gonna buy back, guys. I don't give a fuck. Let's go. They think I'm dead? No, I'm back.
Nothing happened.
Yeah.
I was never dead.
Yeah.
I actually think VP is the kind of team that they'll like laugh that off.
Yeah.
They will not like, it won't actually phase them in the game.
Yeah, because I guess
They're
all things said
fucking
and
ahead.
done, they're still ahead.
They're so ahead.
Yeah.
The Shadow Demon illusions is like way too difficult to deal with. Like this OD always has to show himself to, like he can't just be farming somewhere, because he has to like two-shot these illus.
The butterfly.
And now, yeah,
that's
now they have
king.
Butterfly too.
Oh,
so
man.
he's
I
this
mean,
this OD's gonna take so much damage trying to like just kill the illusions
Yeah.
from Glaives.
because I guess the thing is, well, on OG's lineup, if you're the no-till on the tab league, you're not really wanting to build an MKB, are you, this game? Or do you have to because of that butterfly?
For TB, he
Yeah.
has to.
Yeah,
like,
has to.
there's actually no
Yeah.
way they win
Yeah,
if
the
they don't have
OD
a
can't, though.
MKB. Yeah, the OD cannot. The OD has to like.
He has to go like Shiva's BKB, survive in this fight, wait out this Luna BKB, and then drop hammer on her.
Wait, what does the OD have? He has an
He-
Ogre Club
Kind
and
of
a.
a he got the casual plate mail and then he
Okay.
picked up the Ogre Club.
Yeah, he's just looking to see how the next fight goes. Like,
Yeah.
if VP decide to go high ground, and he has enough gold for BKB, he's just gonna buy that. Or if they win a fight, then he'll buy the Shivas.
I think he'll buy
Pretty much.
BKB regardless.
Yeah.
I think he's actually too terrified of his back crush in the fight.
Yeah.
'Cause he will always get vacuumed into some crush. And
Yeah. I've seen casual like plate modes, but generally you don't see that casual fucking other ranks. The RTZ Ember Spirit or something.
What does the... How much int does OD have? I mean, mana pool does OD have right now? Does he even have level 4? What's that, 1500?
1500,
Yeah, I think he needs that int item.
Even Dragon Form that or Rush, dude. He wants that Rush.
It's going to be a super quick rush. No chance that OG get themselves over to stop this one. VP, pick up the Aegis, drop it onto Ramses, and I mean, I guess at this stage, Ramses, you could just put this man on the front lines on these up high ground pushes, and there's very little OG can do to stop it, surely.
Yeah, they have to like drag them into the enemy base and then fissure him after or something, so that he's stuck.
Wonder
It's
why
really hard.
he used Dragon Form for Roshan.
He wanted that Russian.
There's no way that does, like,
If he slows down his bash,
I guess. They have amp. It dies in like 10 seconds.
it's like showing the enemy that, yo, I'm Dragon Form. And there's like nothing you can do about it.
So did the OD buy his BKB? Is that what happened?
Yeah,
Or
let's
is
have
he
a look.
just-
What done?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
did.
did.
The only meaning this Dragon Form usage has is that it's gonna slow down the Aegis usage by 2
Yeah.
minutes.
This OD, he needs like 100 more mana. Like, he's like farming these scripts and he's not getting anything. Like, he's actually losing mana farming these scripts, so it's like
Oh,
very
with that
ineffective.
RNG, yeah, it's not on
Yeah.
his side there.
With 100 more mana, he would be able to just permanently farm this stuff.
Nice for
Really sucks for him.
BKB as one up. So we'll see what VP how hard they want to come in. Indeed, it certainly seems like they've got all the tools to go for these pushes. And OG with yeah, very specific plays that they need to achieve to be able to stop it.
OG needs to smoke and take a fight, I think. Because VP has 4 Blink Daggers and this huge vac. And I think it's actually way too hard if they just get gone on. Or and they can't just let the Luna Shadow Demon siege the base. Like the OD kills it pretty fast, but
I think like VP are very content with just sending Illus in right now. It seems like
yeah.
the OD does not have an easy time killing the illusions at first, so they're like actually removing these tier 3s rather quickly. Freaking Luna is so incredibly big.
I think they're probably just gonna Dragon Form ulti and hit it though at some point.
Oh boy, that could be.
Yeah, he is the
I don't know
wrong
about
side of
this.
the wall here. Ramsey's blocked him. Will put the BKB S4,
There's
closes
no more.
in, gets the lasso, dragging the Luna right back behind the tier 4s. Ramses gets the Eclipse off though and just immediately
The
tries to
butterfly.
tuck his tail and run, but he's down once. Sanity's dropped by Ana. They've lost the Aegis on Luna. Question is if they can kill him a second time. Jax again coming in with the wall, blocking them
Oh
off.
no,
Actually
those shouting illusions are
prematurely
gonna destroy.
echo slams, and then no one's going to be able to blink out. Oh, no, tries for the center, but he doesn't get it off. He's out. And they're down 2 on
Luna's
OG.
almost dead. Do we got a fissure on the shaker here? Hello? It's almost up. Oh, he's got it. He wants to go, but doesn't know where the Luna
That
is
is
anymore.
actually so sad.
So
Yeah.
VP get away, only losing the Aegis, and OG
Actually-
losing heroes.
In the tower, they actually didn't lose as much.
OG actually demolished that fight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was like
actually-
some
They
3-2-2
owned
move,
that
you know?
fight.
You like,
And then
They didn't
like
get anything.
1 or 2 small things happened.
Yeah.
Like this Echo misses on the disruption,
Yep.
and this Terrorblade, he went for his Q instead of his ultimate, so
Yeah.
he doesn't get Sunder off.
but let's think about like why it came to that point. This Luna, she just walked up the hill, she's trying to hit it. It's okay, but they disrupted her in front of OG. Like the only spell that allows the Batrider not to jump the Luna.
Yeah.
They use it, and then he just like
Yeah.
pulls them into the tier 4s. Like this is exactly what OG needed in order to even come out to this result anyway.
There are 2 mistakes that VP made, right? The first one is like they actually committed to their Luna, so that actually can happen in the first place. And the second mistake is that Ramses uses his BKB before he gets lassoed. Because if he gets lassoed and then he spawns with Aegis and then BKBs, nothing's gonna happen to him. And the way OG could have done it better is that they could have, like, I think Terribly used Q before Ramses' BKB ran out, so it didn't do anything. That's actually huge because if he used it after he respawned, he would have killed him. And OD used his ultimate a bit too early. He used it on like 100 HP Luna instead of saving it for when he respawned.
The problem with the
Echo missed.
100 HP, like he wasn't gonna kill him. He was like almost right as he was about to get away.
No, he
had to
actually
drop it, right?
used it for the other heroes. He didn't. The ultimate didn't actually hit him. I think.
Oh.
The thing about the Luna BKB is you want it to BKB, so he doesn't get chain stunned by the tier 4s, and he doesn't die near tier 4s and respawn at tier 4s. He has to BKB anyway. So I guess it's like Kinda doesn't.
No, I'm pretty sure if he just BKB runs away, the Terra Force nothing does anything to him. He's actually just too strong.
Yeah, maybe you save it.
But regardless.
But I think they should next time they should just siege of the.
Yeah,
of the
illusions. They just have to be a bit more patient there.
I mean, Dragon Knight can hit it from the low ground though.
Can it?
So he can't get
Oh,
fissure
I see.
blocked. Like he might get lassoed, but I think they're. I don't know. Maybe they're not content with somebody getting lassoed because the OG has BKBs now.
How close is the OD to the Shivas now? Like that fight, I think he gave him.
Is OD gonna OD it up this game?
Yeah, he's getting there. He's like he's gonna be there.
I mean, Ramses is
Like
just
half that mark.
400 gold away from Skadi on Luna. So that's nearly done.
Maybe he'll kill the courier
He's,
again.
he's getting that Scotty because of the OD ulti.
Oh,
Save
shot
Mark,
him in Arcane Rune. He's happy.
Something VP has to think about is this Terrorblade reflection actually destroys him in the fight.
It gives him the Luna aura too.
Like, and it's too much chaos in the fight. They get this reflection cast on them and they don't know what they're doing anymore.
Mm.
They're all just dying to this Terrorblade.
Turbo has to make sure he hits it though.
Yeah.
He has to be very patient. He's actually very oh, he's gonna hit on the illusions actually. So he's gonna get it.
I mean, at this point as well, after those kind of last two pushes where VP haven't been able to take a Rax, like, can they just chill out a little bit? Are they under a lot of pressure to hit a certain timing this game?
There's
Or
one more timing they have.
Yeah.
It's what Karaz and eggs. If he gets the eggs on Shadow Demon, that's gonna hurt. The triple purge is actually annoying. It's really strong.
Roshan, we'll see when that's back up.
I think they should have abused this Arcane Rune though. Like they only made one set of Illus like during this time. They could have did some really disgusting plays. Got some more vision and maybe even taken the tier 3
5
bottom out.
blast.
Oh, G with the jump in from the smoke immediately onto the SDS. For post the BKB to make sure they get away with this kill, and he's down. But the Vac wall coming in with the Eclipse.
He's
The OG
dead.
to lose 2.
24 ends.
Can they get themselves anything outside of this one, VP?
Did he metamorphosis? He probably did, right? He's not gonna have it
Maybe.
even with his buyback.
No,
Oh, he
I
did not.
did it all.
Oh, if he buys back, he has 24 ends on his ulti.
And OG still have Echo Slam and Sanities for this.
He's probably gonna wait for the next lasso or something before he buys back. Because he's probably is gonna buy back. I don't think they can lose 2 Raxes or win the game. He's 27 ends. He's gonna
There's your buyback, but immediately Anna
Ends.
getting caught up by the Dragon Tail. He's down. He has his buyback as well. We'll use it immediately. Looking to come back into the fight. VP already on the retreat. As you said, the illusion summoned up by the Terrorblade, causing a lot of issues for VP. No one looks to be left behind. VP will just get everyone else out of there. Leave the DK for dead. OG can't chase for anything more though. VP already on the way. Well out of that. So they lose the mid racks, lose that top tower, but they do have to expend those buybacks to hold on to that defense. So still, the hill gets steeper and steeper for OG needing to climb.
Like
Yeah.
VP just runs down mid when this Dragon Knight's up. There's no meta. They have no buybacks. It's gonna be a hard fight.
I think from this point when you have to buy back on your 1 and 2 position heroes, and you're already like really far behind the game, your item progression has completely stopped.
They kind of ended up needing a BKB on Terrorblade for that fight, I think. Because he gets backed into this crush, and all of a sudden this Eclipse hits him like.
Because that was
10
actually a good
times or
fight for them,
something.
right? So they were fighting
Yeah,
for
it
high
was.
ground. They
But
got their first
the thing
round.
is, this Terrorblade can never run in to hit whoever gets lassoed,
Yeah.
because he doesn't have BKB. So even if he's not dying in this
What do
crush
you
or whatever,
buy?
their damage follow-up's not there. What?
Oh, what do you buy? He doesn't have it.
Just BKB, like you just don't get the
I
talisman.
mean, I think BKB over Talisman.
Like all this Darkseer thinks about when the TB doesn't have BKB is he only wants a wall on this one guy. That's all he cares about.
Yeah.
The back wall on this one guy, and his Slaughter will literally kill him by himself.
I mean, the problem is his 2 other cores BKB, and then
Yeah.
this Eclipse literally only hits him in the fight.
That's what. Have to be a little bit careful if VP are coming in to defend this tier 2 down bottom. And it's getting to that point of the game, just less than a minute until Roshan is back up. And I guess if you're OG, do you look to fight VP around the pit? Is it just pretty game losing if you let them get Aegis and Cheese, or do you just have to accept that they're going to take it and take the fight on the defensive and on your own high ground?
Like, you have to fight them at the pit. I think they're going to, at least. Because honestly, they can That's the best chance for Batrider to maybe get some really good lasso onto a cliff or something.
So, dropping the Demonic Purge. Lil's going to jump forward as well, looking for Fly. Fisher will be there to help Fly try and escape. No-Tail coming into the midst of it all, but Ramsey's immediately forcing the TV to run. Pasha hits the back, wall onto 2. They've lost Fly. No-Tail gets the Sunder off, buying him some more time, but Ramsey's closing in on him with a BKB. No one coming across as well. OG trying to run, trying to hide. No-Tail will be forced down. He'll survive, but Anna's down for a full 100 seconds. No buyback on the OD, and VP, they'll almost certainly use this opening to get a lot of damage done and potentially the game with no OD. OG's options for defense looking very, very limited. Oh, No-Tail gone as well. It's all falling apart for OG. VP with a very solid performance. I mean, you guys kind of said it from the draft as well. You saw the Darks here. You thought it was going to be good, and it certainly looked good. Pasha setting up some fantastic fights with the back wall. And VP, they just had OG's number there, and they just couldn't get anything to work in their favor, OG.
It's just too hard to itemize that game to take these early fights. VP's lineup's very fast, and because of this Vac Crush, on top of like this Luna SD physical damage, it's very hard for this OD and Terrorblade to itemize well to be able to take the early fights.